Hello, everybody. Come on in. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us here on Stock Talk Live with Tim. I'm Tim McKenzie. For this Monday, November the 30th, 2020, the last day of the stock market for the month of November. And of course, November has been an exciting month. November has been an exciting month, to say the least. It has been an exciting month. And then of course it closed out today. It closed out today in the negative for me. But then we made a lot of money. Aftermarket. I think aftermarket today, I made somewhere around $1,786 aftermarket, even though I lost only like $159 today during the market. So again, it has been an exciting month for the month of November, 2020, the last trading day of the month of November. So we're going into the first trading day of the month of December on tomorrow. We know how the market are usually not good on Tuesdays, but now, here's some things that has changed. Number one, we now know who will be the next president of the United States of America. That's number one. So the market will begin to turn around because of that in a positive direction for the most part. Number two, we know some of the things the president-elect and the vice president-elect intends to do when it comes to the virus. They're planning on taking some action instead of saying, we're not going to do anything about it. Just go on with your everyday lives. So the market will be better because of that. Number three, I think the president-elect and the vice president-elect upon January the 20th, for sure, particularly depending on what happens in Georgia on January the 5th, what happens in Georgia, for sure there will be a new stimulus packet that will cause the market to be in the positive direction. So I'm saying all of that to say to you, it is a great time to get in on the market. It is a great time to get in on the market so that you will be in the market as the market turns around. I am talking to various cameras set up in my studio here, so I will be looking around at different cameras while doing this today because I'm recording on multiple devices for multiple reasons. So again, Shandy Manning, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. All right, we are going to talk about some of the stuff that went on today on the market. Not necessarily the top 10, but some of the top stocks that traded today because we had a lot of green today, of course. Of course, today is Monday. And Mondays are for beginners. So for those of you who are old timers or has been in the market for a while and know what you're doing, we're really not talking to you tonight because of the fact that Mondays are for beginners. So we will be slowing it down some, so we can talk to the beginners so the beginners can kind of catch up. First of all, let's talk about the difference between stocks and trade options. Of course, trade options or tradings are for those who have been in for a while. And then we'll talk about that on Thursday night and following and probably Wednesday night as well. And then, of course, stocks. Whenever you purchase a stock, you own that stock until you sell it. You own the stock until you sell it. Quit playing with me, Daryl, Mr. Big Money. You own the stock once you purchase the stock. You own it until you sell it. And then, of course, my rule of thumb is to number one, buy low and hold. Buy low and hold. Most people will ask me, what should I buy stocks in? What should I buy stocks in? And I'll say to them, buy stocks in what you eat, what you wear, what you drink, what you drive. You drive a Tesla, then buy stocks in Tesla. And NIO, if you drive a Ford, then buy stocks in Ford. If you drink Coca-Cola, then buy stocks in Coca-Cola. Or Pepsi, buy stocks in Pepsi. For those who wears polo, buy stocks in Ralph Lauren Polo, or whatever the case may be, because just about everything is on the market. All right, and of course we have the cannabis stock. Cannabis, for those of you who don't know the fancy word for it, cannabis is marijuana. Let me say this while I'm on here. We've been on for about 5 minutes now. It's my intention to be on for right at 20 minutes so we can put this over on YouTube really fast, because some exciting stuff is going to be happening on tomorrow. So I want to leave room for that. While I'm there, let me just take this short commercial break to advise you, please find the YouTube channel. Go over to the YouTube and look for Tim McKenzie, Tim. McKenzie is spelled McKinzie. Subscribe to the channel, Tim McKenzie. Subscribe to the channel, click the little bell, and as things begin to happen during the market, during the day, I will send you a notice and you will get it at the spur of the moment on either to buy something, buy more of something, or sell something, or hold something, or then to do trades, puts and calls. So we've got to be mindful of that. So please do that for me by going over to YouTube and subscribing to that channel so that you will get those up to the moment. And tell your friends about it. Tell your friends about it that they need to go over to the YouTube channel. Am I trying to make money off of YouTube? No, I don't need YouTube money. Trust me, I have a whole lot. And that's one of the reasons I stopped working, because I make more money by not working. And then, of course, I don't want the IRS to take my money from me. Therefore, I don't need money from YouTube. I want to help you. I want to help you. We can help each other out. Dow said he's trying to tell some folks, but they are hard-headed. Hard-headed people don't make money. People who sleep don't make money. If you love to sleep, you're broke. If you're hard-headed, you're broke. All right, so please be mindful of that. Let me go back to the stocks. Stocks, of course, you can buy stocks in just about anything. And when you buy the stock, you own the stocks, of course. Buy low and sell. Buy low and hold. Now, what is the definition of a penny stock? What's the definition of a penny stock? A penny stock is any stock that costs less than $5 per share. Any stock that costs less than $5 per share. And then, of course, when it's over $5 per share, it's not considered a penny stock anymore. What is the blue chip stock? Blue chip stocks are really those expensive stocks. Expensive stocks are like, for example, Chipotle. Chipotle is $1,289.97 per share, currently as of today's closing. So please, that is considered a blue chip stock. Another one is the Amazon, as well as Google. Those are $1,000 stocks. And then we have some $300 stocks. So those are considered blue chip stock. Some stocks that you should get into now. Let me go right into it for Daryl and for Angie. Moderna. Moderna, of course, we see that Moderna made a killing today. And I had been very busy today and didn't have a chance to get into Moderna. But Deborah, how you doing? Deborah, Moderna today closed at $163.49. And when they closed at $163.49, because they went up by $25.71 today during the market, and then another $10.71 or 75 cents after market. So they did really good. So anybody who had been in Moderna, Daryl, were you in Moderna today? See, you're not looking out for me, bro. You should have hit me up and tell me, get in Moderna, Daryl. Tell me, get in Moderna. Yeah, Deborah, and you're right there. Anything over $100 considered blue chips. Those are blue chips. All right, 150 or more. All right, Daryl said he made $5,000 today. Was that on Moderna, Daryl? Moderna. Now, Daryl is not a beginner. He's not a new beginner. He's a grad student. He's a grad student. So he knows how to wheel and deal with the calls and the puts. So that's how he's making that money. So if you want to know the secret, Shandy, for those of you who are in the Dillon area, in the Hamer area, in Robeson County, find Daryl. He has a secret. Listen to him, listen to him, listen to him. It is my intention to get into Moderna on tomorrow, because Moderna, let me give you the three companies, the three major companies. Moderna is number one, number two is Johnson & Johnson, and number three is Pfizer. Pfizer is spelled PFIZER. Those three company are the major company. You're actually from Robeson County. It's the same thing, right? Robeson County. All right. So those three companies are the companies that are the leading companies that are making or working on a vaccine for the coronavirus. And so that's why those stocks are flying off the shelves. And so you should get into Moderna. Excuse me. You should get into a Pfizer, and you should get into to Johnson and Johnson. Get into those three companies because those three companies are doing very well on the market. As we said on today, or a little while ago, Moderna closed at $163.49 per share because they closed at $25.71 per share today during the market, and then $10.75 after market. All right, Daryl, I don't know what that one is, so I've got to look that at BNTX. Daryl, oh yeah, I know what that is. I think I have some of them if I'm not mistaken. I think I have some of those if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I have 5 shares of those. I have only 5 of them. BioNTech SE. The ticker is BNTX. For those of you who are just joining, TX. They closed today at $124.80 because they went up by $14.25 today during the market and another 56 cents after market. So they're doing very well. So that would have been a good one to have a put for. Daryl, you have me talking about the advanced stuff. That's Thursday night. So I'm going to try to stick with the beginners, and so beginners usually are not going to purchase the high stocks. They're not going to purchase the high stocks. They're going to stay with the lower stocks. So let me go back to some of the lower ones, and then on Thursday night, or at the end, let's say the last 2 or 3 minutes, Daryl, we'll come back and talk about those. All right, let me go back to this. Apple today closed at $120.81. Of course, I have a call for Apple that it will close at $117.50 by December the 18th that I've had for a long time. So actually, I'm in the money because I'm over by $2 and some change. And let's see how much I'm in by. Actually, it says that I'm doing very well. All right. So yes, I made some money today on that Apple trade. So very good. I'm doing very good with my Apple. I have a call for $117.50, and Apple is currently at $120.81. All right. The other thing is we talked about Moderna, but $163.40. That's a good one to be in. If you're not there, so please get into that. If at all possible, get into that. The next one is NIO, NIO. Before I go to NIO, let me go back up to Facebook. Facebook closed today at $278.50 per share. I have quite a few shares of those. So Facebook is doing very well. NIO is also the same type of company as Tesla. It's an electric car company. So get into NIO. NIO today closed in the negative. Don't worry about that, though. Don't worry about that. Tesla today closed in the positive. They closed at $592.35. And then, of course, when Tesla split it a while back, I bought a whole lot of them. So I am really in the money with Tesla. If I'm not mistaken, I'm making like $20-something thousand on Tesla by itself. And then, of course, Amazon. I have a couple shares of Amazon. Amazon closed today in the negative at $3,181 and even. And of course, Verizon was doing the ping pong effect today, but Verizon closed at $60.60 today. All right. And then, of course, we have Charter, CHTR, closed at $651.99. I've had that for a long time, since it was very inexpensive. I don't want to say cheap, but it's now worth $651.99, and I have 22 shares of that. That's how you buy that stuff. Buy low and hold. I buy that stuff low $10, $12, $13, and hold it. Sometimes the path is going to be rough where you look like you're going to lose money, but hold on to it. So what I paid for that for about $18 a share, and now it's at $651.99 a share. And so I have quite a few of those. All right. And then, of course, a whole lot of the other stuff was in the red today. AMD was in the green today. AMD closed at $93 a share. I remember purchasing AMD at about 20 something dollars a share, and I have 15 shares of AMD because I sold some. I had about 30. I sold some, and of course, so they're doing very well. Gilead, G-I-L-D, Gilead Science. That is another company that's working on the coronavirus. Is Gilead Science. Their ticker is GILD. Daryl Stewart, my man, what's up in Hinesville? I know y'all cold over there. All right, the ticker is GILD. They closed today at $60.67. They went up by 64 cents today. They do not trade aftermarket, but guess what? You need to get some of them. Newcomers, beginners. These stocks. You can purchase stocks by dollar amount or the entire stock now. You do not have to buy the whole stock if you can't afford the entire stock. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. You can either buy the stock itself or in shares or dollar amounts. Let me put it like that, shares or dollar amount. So let me go back to Chipotle, for example. We know that Chipotle is $1,288.27 a share. Well, maybe you don't have $1,288.27. Maybe you have $100. You can purchase $100 worth of Chipotle and still make money when Chipotle makes money. Same thing with the others, like Amazon is $3,181 a share. Maybe you don't have the $3,181. Maybe you want to buy $100 worth of Amazon. Certainly you can do that. And then Google, the same thing, purchase dollar amounts. But you want to be in it rather than not be in it. So watch this. You'd rather make some money by being in it than not to make any money at all. So please understand that. You can buy it by shares, the entire share, or dollar amounts. All right. All right. So then the next thing I want to discuss is, most of the others for me was in the red today, within the red, like Hair, HAAR, Twitter, Zoom, Netflix, all of those workhorse. Those were all in the red today. All right. The market is projected to open up tomorrow in the positive. We know how Tuesdays are on the market. Tuesdays on the market are usually not good. So we don't expect the market to do very well tomorrow. Hopefully I'm wrong. I am so hoping that I'm wrong and the market is doing well. It does well to tomorrow. Last week, and I'll be honest with you, on last week in itself, when the market was not doing all of that well last week, I made $67,000 in 1 week. So hopefully we can do the same thing again on this week. The first week of December starts tomorrow on the market. And then, of course, like I said earlier, Zoom didn't do well. AMD did well today. Guild did well today. Disney, INO. Don't forget, INO and NIO are two different stocks. Just like Spotify and Shopify, they're two different stocks, so don't confuse the two. And then, of course, we know that Berkshire, A and B, they didn't do well today. And then, of course, let's see, Nike did well today. Ralph Lauren Polo did not do well today. All right. And then Nike did well. Nike closed at $134.70. And I remember having Nike since it was like $42, and now it's at $134.70. And it says I have 100 shares of Nike, and I had it for a long time. So you do the math, 100 shares of Nike at $134.70 per share. Do the math. That's why I keep telling you all, buy low and hold it. Sometime the market is going to be rough, turbulence, etc., etc. But hold, don't get afraid, don't start selling off, etc., etc. Or if you sell some stuff, don't sell all of it. Now, I have about 2 more minutes left. Let me tell you my plans for tomorrow. My plan for tomorrow is to look in on Moderna at the opening of the market on tomorrow morning. Looking at Pfizer and looking at Johnson and Johnson and BioNTech to see where they are and see if I can get into calls for them tomorrow. So hopefully we will do well on calls for them on tomorrow night. All right, that's it. Said I was going to be brief. I was going to be short because I don't want this to take too long to get onto the YouTube site. So please, let me say to you again, go over to YouTube and join the YouTube channel. Tell your friends about the YouTube channel. Tell them to subscribe to the channel and click that little bell. So as I'm telling you to do things during the day, no matter where you are, you can be in Hawaii, you can be in Alaska, you can be in Japan, you can be in Iraq, and some of you are some places that I can't even mention, but I know where you are. All right. And so anywhere you are, as long as the market's open and I'm watching the market, you will get that notification if you click the notification bell on YouTube. So please do that. All right, Deborah, Daryl, man, we got to hang out sometime. You got to buy me a drink or something. You do know what I drink, right? You got to buy me a drink or something. Peach iced tea. Peach iced tea. All right, peach iced tea. All right. Because you making all the money. You killing it, Daryl, and I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. Kathy Hamlet, good to see you. Good to have you with us. I hope you're learning something. I hope you're getting something from this. Monday nights are for beginners, and then after this, certainly Tuesday and following, we'll talk more advanced, and then we'll kind of put some stuff for the beginners in those nights as well. But Monday nights are usually reserved for beginners. We want the beginners to know we are not leaving you behind, and we don't want to speak above your head. We want you right there with us. We want you right there with us. Daryl, I hope your beautiful family's doing well over there in Hinesville or at Fort Stewart. And the rest of you, may the rest of your night be the best of your night. Deborah, I know where you are. When we get off, I'm going to call you to harass you for a little bit. Let me just mention this, by the way. We know that the airliners and the cruise liners are not doing well. People are not traveling, and they're talking about stopping the traveling and reducing traveling even more. That is not a bad thing. Don't let that intimidate you. What does that mean? It's time now to buy. Carnival, Norwegian cruise liners, Royal Caribbean cruise liner. It's time to buy that stuff. It's time to buy American Airlines. It's time to buy Delta Airlines. It's time to buy United Airlines and those other airliners while they're low, because they are going to go back up. Hopefully, prayerfully, they will find a cure for coronavirus, and once everyone gets that and stuff turn around again, you want to have that stuff already. Don't wait until it starts climbing and then try to buy it. You want to buy it low and hold and watch your portfolio grow. You want to watch your portfolio grow, and that's very important. Buy, and then Daryl, McCallum, please make sure that you're with us on Thursday night, so that we can talk about some of those trade options that you have. I'm sure that you have calls and certainly not puts, and you can tell us what you've done. And don't forget, hit me up if you want my phone number and the answer. You can text me and tell me what you're doing today so I can follow you along and let everybody else know. We want to make money together, don't we? We want to make money together. And I'm telling you, if you all go to some of the other sites, they're charging for this stuff. Buy my book, buy my pamphlet, and I'll tell you how to make money. I'm not charging anybody absolutely nothing. So, but your time. And then on top of that, I'm giving you an opportunity to get those on the moment notification by clicking that little bell on YouTube. Everything is free. I'm not asking you all to send absolutely nothing for nothing. I mean, you're not getting. I'm not asking for anything. And most of these sites are not like that. They're promising you they can tell you how to do this, and they can't promise you nothing because no one knows how the stock market is working. Will work. So that's why I've always tell everybody, never put your money, all of your money in one place, or don't put all your eggs in one basket, okay? So have some money every which where. And then of course, when Thursday night, we're going to tell you some other way how to save money by working with your insurance company for your car insurance. And then we'll talk about certificates or CDs, and we'll talk about some other savings and where to put your money. We'll talk about all that on the advanced night, which is Thursday night. I'm over time. I'm at 25 minutes. My intention is to go 20 minutes. Don't forget, go to YouTube, subscribe, tell somebody about it, click the channel, because I'm going to leave the recording up on this channel for a little bit, and then I'm going to delete it, and it's going to go over to YouTube so everybody can see it at the same time. So once again, thank you so very, very much for joining us live on this Monday night, November the 30th, 2020, this last Monday night of the month of November, the last trading day of the month of November, and we're into December on tomorrow. So thank you for joining Stocks Talk Live with Tim. I'm Tim McKenzie. Good night.